Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. So, I've discovered something amazing! Really something that I should have figured out a long time ago. So you can actually take a look at the map and see where all the roads lead. And you know how we had to build that barbican to see, to continue on? So originally what I thought that would do was unlock it so we could actually go to different places. No, turns out you actually need to leave the maps via an exit, a specific exit one way or another. So in this case, I'm the Gilded Vale, over here next to the road east. Now that I have this travel option, I can now go to the Eastern Wood. I really wish they had explained this somewhere along the way, because honestly, I had no idea. I'm so used to the Baldur's Gate style where I don't think it mattered in those games. I could be wrong, but I think it was always just like areas next to each other would reveal the next one. And this honestly makes a hell of a lot of sense, but it's so counter to what I know that it just feels like I don't know, a bad design choice? Hard to tell. I guess it's really, they just should have been more obvious with it. Wording symbols as red and rough as scabs have been carved into some of the trees. Oh, you're right, because the dude's a superstitious asshole. He's probably surrounding himself with, like, warded up trees and stuff like that. Just to make sure that, you know, nobody, no foul magic was going to mess with... Well, maybe I could be wrong. Seems like we're actually in a... No, who am I controlling? I'm controlling you. Because you're going there.
Yes.
You're going there. The rest of the party is... Oh, shoot. He's still in bow mode because we're getting our ass kicked earlier. Alright. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Am I just, like, grossly overpowered at this point? Because that was fast. Holy crap. Alright. Well, I mean, if it's that fast the entire way through, then we're going to have a good time here. I could be wrong. Now, another thing I discovered doing some research, because honestly I was trying to figure out how to power level. There's actually no power leveling in this game. It doesn't exist. What there is instead is you only get experience based on completing quests. So if you want to go grind against monsters over and over and over again, you're effectively going to get nowhere, because you don't get experience from kills, which feels weird to me, but at the same time kind of makes sense. It forces the players to play the game properly. And I like that. I'm just a bit grumpy because it means that, especially like if you ever get stuck and you've already done everything, there's really not much you can do apart from figure out how to get unstuck. Which in this case, bit my fault. Anyway, looks like we got skeletons around here. Alright, works for me. Now we've effectively got 3 melee characters. The wolf ain't great, but good enough. We've got lots of skeletons around here. It works for me. Now, I'm probably gonna skip a lot of the great... Can I loot this guy? Oh, right, you can only loot outside of combat. But I'm probably gonna start skipping the... Hello. Fine crossbow. Oh, it's not nearly as good as the Whispers of Yenwood. That's super obvious. Okay, so reading this... Like, the thing is, there's a lot of these. But I think what I'm going to do is do like a separate video of them later on, because a lot of these seem kind of funny, but I would rather be able to like skip through them and truly find the ones that are actually worth reading later. Because otherwise we're just going to be sitting here reading gravestones for the rest of ever, and I'd rather do that when I can like edit it together and, you know, pick out the really good ones as opposed to, you know, just reading every single one off. Because, well, you know, some of you people may have kickstarted this game. You know, some of you watching this, reality of the situation is I would much rather give you the proper homage during a separate episode, if that makes sense. And it looks like the stronghold is done building whatever it's building. So let's actually start doing Bright Hollow next. Might as well have an inn. Might actually be cheaper than going to the other one. Plus, it seems to open up a goodly amount of stuff. Now, here's the question. Party management. So what we might also want to do at some point is actually go through the stronghold and upgrade it. Not upgrade it, but fill it out with a couple of spare adventurers. Because I think adventurers are like more time-based things, and I'm not entirely sure how to unlock them. I honestly have no idea exactly how the adventures work, but I'd like to have as many of them as possible. Spear Spiderling. But if you notice, at this point, we're, like, vastly more powerful than most of the enemies, because I think we've done everything wildly out of order, which I'm kind of okay with. Because this is way better than fighting those drakes. That's for certain. What is this? Ram horn. Ooh, hello. Hold on. Hold the phone. Let's go into inventory. So he's got a magical helmet on. So, where's that ram horn helmet? There we go. But now that just looks stupid. That's disappointing. Alright, never mind. What is... Oh, more deer. Duh. And lots of mushrooms and stuff. I'm trying to gather as much as possible. Now, I'm going to go to the road north. Okay. So if you just pick a random exit, it won't actually get you to where you go, even though you're close. So in this case, in the future, and I think for the next couple of episodes, we're actually going to be trying the various roads different directions. Because if we switch to the world map, we've got this road east. So this is probably where the keep is, or pretty close. We can also get down to the Madmere Bridge, so we can head for Defiance Base sooner than expected. Let's see. Oh, and we can actually go from Woodend Plains to Deerford. And Ilwyn Bridge, because the Searing Falls, definitely not where we're supposed to go. Yep, now we got Ridrick's Hold. 6 hours to complete. Yeah, fine by me. Now, I'm not sure if, like, our OP-ness is a result of having a full party, if it's a result of where we're going, what we're doing. But I'm kind of hoping... Oh, interesting. Just getting to the new areas. More experience, too. I'm kind of hoping that we're going to be able to roll through this area in a much easier sense, just because, well, I like these games. For some of the tactical combat, really, I like them for the lore. And if I want to do hard mode, I'll go do XCOM. Anyway. Let's, so there are a couple of entrances that we know about. So let's actually go into...
This is the home of the man responsible for those hanging corpses. You don't plan on knocking, do you?
It's actually quick save. Even though we... Okay, that was interesting. Even though we've... Hello. Heavy stench rises from the stagnant waters. That's creepy. So we've got a couple of options here, and I'm not entirely sure how to go about it. Might as well speed things up. No reason to go slow. So we've got some river reeds. We got stuff that we can do here. The castle's bell tower rises up over the walls before you. Thick vines have grown over the outer wall, weaving over and between the stones. The vines span nearly the full height of the wall, curling over the parapets. Examine the wall. The overgrown vines look fairly sturdy, though it's unclear whether they would bear a person's weight. Far above, you notice that a section of the parapets has fallen away, presenting a gap in the defenses. Okay, so I'm going to leave. So there's one option to get in.
Let's see what lies this way.
We have several ways to get in. I do think going over the parapets presents an interesting opportunity to get in from an odd angle. Because we were told about the sewers, but it might be blocked off already. Oh, shoot. And these guys are probably violent. I'm tempted to just go up and try and do a frontal assault, but I'm not entirely sure that's a wise decision. It'd also be interesting to potentially have a conversation with those guys. But again, not sure if that's a good idea either. So, unless some other interesting opportunity presents itself, we're probably going to go the route of the wall, just because the wall seems interesting, and at least some of our guys have bonuses to climb. I think I spent a fair amount of points on... Was it athletics? I think it was. I am very glad that this game actually includes climbing. Now, I can walk across this. So this is how to get to the sewers. Okay, so in this case, let's actually take off sneak. Chances are, as long as we don't walk near those guards, we should be fine. Let's try going over the walls, just because it seems so interesting. I just want to try it out. Now, it does seem like I've run out of grappling hook, which is might or might not have been helpful. I don't know, but I might want to go back and see if I can restock on some of those. Unfortunately, there's like no easy way to make like repetitive money in this game. So there's that. But let's quick save again. And jump to the vines. Okay, you get a running start of the bank, out of the moat, and leap, aiming for some of the thicker vines. Your handhold sways, and there's an ominous cracking sound above, but the vines hold. The tower looms above you. Climb up. Okay, the climb up the wall is long and wearying. Durance, Sagani began to lag behind, fatigued, but in time, the top of the wall comes within reach, and you are able to pull yourself up and over. Okay, so now we get a sneaky way of getting in. Let's grab the armor rack. I'm really curious because we were told to come up. Oh yeah, this guy's gonna go down no problem. But I don't think he's even hit us yet. He has not. Ooh, it does not look good for him. Doesn't look like he got the ability to sound a bell or anything like that. We might not actually have to worry about like sneaking around too much. I'm gonna do it anyway though. Admittedly, sneaking in this game, not exactly anybody's forte, so we're pretty much just going to be beating the guy to death, beating everybody to death that we come across. But since I mean, maybe if we take them out from above, they won't have any reinforcements. I don't know. I always enjoy games where you can... Hello, Priest of Baroth. I always enjoy games where you can specifically... Oh, that hurt a little. Where you can specifically, like, take out their reinforcements ahead of time if you're, like, clever and you go about, like, a different route. So in this case, maybe we might be able to weaken the defenses substantially. I guess this would kind of eliminate the need for archers. The other option we could have is, like, take out the parapets, then go back down and do a frontal assault? I don't know. Like, I have no idea if doing this makes it so that we don't have, like, archers shooting at us from above. Because that would make sense. But then again, this is not an action RPG, and generally you don't have units from above shooting at you. In fact, I'm not actually sure if units outside of an area can even interact with you properly. It does look like we have a lot of doors to interact with, and a lot of weapons. But I don't know. I think it would just be hilarious if us being up here resulted in us being able to, like, take all of their stuff and make it impossible for them to, you know, fight me properly. You know, oh shoot, what am I thinking? Oh, Dragon Age not Origins. Dragon Age Inquisition had a quest that if you, well, one of like the recruitment quests, and for doing it, all of the units run out without pants on, which was glorious. And I was thinking it would be equally great if it turned out that I could do the same thing. You know, they'd have to run around without, you know, their robes. Oh, Lord of a Barren Land. As an addendum. Oh. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Unfortunately, it's all in the storage, isn't it? Yep, here we go. I'm just going to drag these down. So that's interesting. So we can actually go with the stealthy approach. Oh, right, because we were going to go talk to the priest guy if we could. So, seeing as everybody is gloriously overpowered, as far as I can tell, that's, wow, these are pretty revealing robes. I mean, wow. I have no idea. Like, this party does not look like it's going to blend in particularly well, robes or no robes, but I really don't feel like taking off all of my stuff just to be sneaky. But I guess if we want to talk to that, like, Templar, I don't even know. Whatever. We'll give it a go, and I will just have to hope we get our ship back. I also realized we only have one female party member at this point. Whoops. Then again, all of them are named characters, so I guess that's more of a fault of the developers? Hard to tell. Either way, let's take a look at the map. Oh, looks like this is just random-ass door. Well, let's see if we get noticed for wandering around. May Bareth's wisdom save us. Okay, so despite the fact that... Hello. Hold, brother. Pardon my interruption, but I don't seem to recall seeing you before. Let's see. Huh. What? So, depending on your stats, you can have an easier time getting through here. Makes sense? So, Resolve 12. What? I don't have time to entertain your lack of perception. Off with you. Your curt and assertive reply seems to take the Barathian priest by surprise. I did not mean to offend. Please continue with your duties. The priest turns to hurriedly move away. We were fortunate to get away with that once. Doubt we can count on such luck again. Now that we've gotten past that one, I'm just going to keep quick saving here because I want to see what we can do with all of this. First and foremost, I'm probably going to end up murdering everybody unless I talk to that high priest man. And I think doing lockpicking... Oh, hello. Hold, brother. No one's to leave their post until Raedric gives word. Where are you going? Let's see. So you can go Resolve 14 Deceptive. Alright. Are you thick? Raedric just ordered us to search the rooms. Kolsk's men may still be in the keep. Paladin blinks at you, taken aback. Well, then, yes, I'll leave you to it. May Bareth grant your foes a swift passing. Without any further delay, the Paladin hurries off out of your sight. Cool. Turns out I am pretty persuasive. I'm probably going to want to murder everybody, because there's a lot of stuff here that I can loot. And that is what we want.
I can do that.
Nope. Currently locked, and I don't have a high enough mechanics. Yeah, shoot. I need to make and level a priest in this game. Not a priest, a thief in this game, and it's not working so well. Because, yeah, that mechanics thing, I was holding out for, like, a legitimate... Hello. Got, like, a random thing in it. Alright. I was holding out for, like, a thief character. Now that we have potentially a thief character, I want to use it properly. But still, okay. I'm going to keep quick saving, just because. It looks like nobody's particularly interested in confronting me. So, I believe take the stairs up and go find the leader character? Probably. No, instead we end up here. Which is a different section of the parapets. Okay. So no alarm has been set. What else do we got around? Doesn't look like much. Then again, this looks like might actually connect someone. Oh, connect someone. Connect somewhere. We've got like random stuff all over the place. I'm trying to press tab like all the time, and I kind of wish you could actually just turn it on like as a toggle. But I didn't see an option for it. So there's actually like nothing here. Because you can't turn off the... Alright, so this is just like an opportunity to loot a bunch of stuff. We're looking for that priest man. From what I remember. But I guess... Not. Let's see, do we have... Oh, dungeon crypts? Keep kitchen. Upper ramparts. Okay, so in this case, seeing as nobody seemed to care the last time I was around here, let's just run around looting everything. Hey, yeah, people do not seem to give a damn that I am just looting the tables. Back to guard duty, searching the rooms for food and stuff. We have valuable duties, after all. Oh, right. We do have a number of locked doors that haven't been through yet. But seeing as we're sneaking around completely unopposed, let's take what I can, which is a lot of money. And a book. What is this? Deerwood Part 5. I think for a lot of these also lore books here, seeing as we've got Deerwood Part 5, Proliferation of Animancy, I'm actually going to wait until I have the full set and do, like, separate episodes and stuff like that. So The Many Faces of Bareth is a separate book entirely. So I guess I could read this, especially because we're running around a Temple of Bareth. So, how fitting that we know the god of cycles, doorways, mortalities, and inevitability as Bareth. Well, the Valians know the same god as Cirono. For nothing, if else, Bareth teaches us that duality exists in all things. There's life and death and life. Embrace this duality and you honor Bareth. In the runes Glanfath, Bareth is depicted in the form of two semi-skeletal figures, one male, one female. Bunin I Enku and Enku I Bunin. Literally life and death and life in the Glanfathan tongue. Male and female, inside and outside, life and death. We often think of Bareth by imagining two sides of the same coin, or two endpoints of a journey. It is said that Bareth has the most practitioners of every god, and this is likely true. Who amongst us has not prayed for the cycle to hiccup? Who has not, in a moment of sadness, yelled at Bareth to make an exception for our fallen loved ones? Bareth may not rescue our loved ones, but it answers our prayers in its own divine way. Bareth is the god that makes life end in death, and is also the god that makes death end in life. Bareth, Cirono, Bunin I Enku, Enku I Bunin. Whichever of the many names you prefer to use deserves our prayers, for it has given us promise of life's eternal renewal. Well, let's take the book anyway. Because I'll probably just end up reading these things again. So we need really high mechanics. It's kind of a problem. Oh well. Not the end of the world. So what I'm going to do is loot the last of the stuff. Armor racks and stuff. Okay. We have this one too. And then what I'm probably going to want to do...
I can do that.
...is... Let's go down to the kitchens? No, let's go to the crypts. The crypts seem way... Nah, let's go to the kitchen seeing as we're here. And chances we're not going to run into anything particularly dangerous while we're running around. Also, it seems like nobody seems to realize that the keep's under attack yet, so that's kind of nice. I'm not entirely sure what that's going to mean for us, but this might just be a place full of random loot that I can grab. Because I know there's, like, cooking and stuff. Where does this go? To the dungeon. Interesting. I think I'm going to go back up to the crypts first, just because it seems like it connects to more interesting places. Oof. Oh. It does look like our robes are meaningless at this point, so... You know what? What did he do? What was that?
Hey.
Alright, that was confusing. Well, we've taken a grand total of like 2 hits here.
Close your eyes, Watcher. Not all of us are on such bad terms with sleep.
Now, let me think. Seeing as people are violent, we could just go upstairs and fight everybody. But I think we wanted to find the priest? It does seem like we are doing the full raid at this point, which probably would imply putting on full armor. Let's go have that wolf go for that guy. Ooh. I don't know if the party's going to be able to see given the situation. Can you get through? You can. Okay. Ooh,
Well,
you're actually taking some hits. We're going to want to put our armor on, even though these cell swords are not particularly dangerous.
Following your lead.
Ready, Watcher.
Okay, so you guys take out this one. There we go. Now that the ranged crews actually focus fire on people, because they do a lot of damage
blast!
when unopposed. Now I should probably actually use my abilities here. I've been kind of avoiding doing so just out of sheer laziness.
Yes.
And the fact that it didn't seem super necessary. Anyway. Let's grab what I can, which is a lot of stuff. Let's actually head back up. This seems like this just seems like kind of generic castle area again. And I want to see if there's anything special that I can do as a result of being here and talking to these people. The priest. Because there was that priest leader that we're supposed to be looking for, and I have no idea where he's supposed to be. So we've got siege platform. I didn't actually see any siege weapons that I can interact with. I'm actually going to pop back up there just for a second. I'm going to run around with tab just for like 1 minute, see if I can find a siege weapon, because I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of potential in just like having us be around here unopposed, but it's mostly just like loot, 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 and you don't have to fight some people, which I guess makes sense. But see, this is supposed to be the siege weapon, but there's nothing I can... There aren't siege weapons up here. There's just like a wooden thing. That isn't a siege weapon. Alright, this is disappointing. Siege platform... Because, like, say there was a catapult up here and I could, like, aim it and knock down a wall and just... Surprise! You know, easy way of maybe not taking out Raedric, but, like, wildly depowering him. Because the point is, it's not actually that big of a problem. Now, it does look like we got a secret door here to that area. Let's see, so we got incense... Stuff like that. And unfortunately, since nobody's leveled up yet, we're not going to have a high enough mechanics. And we still might not get a high enough mechanics along the way. So let's think. Because I don't even know what people's mechanics stats are. That's inventory. Here we go. Stealth mechanics 0. Oh, shoot. She's just pure survival.
Following your lead.
What about you? Mechanics 1. Oh, boy.
Well,
I need to rethink some of these things. Alright, let's take a look. Looks like we got some ghouls and some revenant. Ooh. Why do you keep all of these things in here, Raedric? These are dead people. These are not good dead people. So let's get the army out here. And which one of you is scariest? Probably nothing. So you seem to be handling yourself fine. It's Mark Prey, this Revenant. Wolf, you take that out. Those guys are busy.
Yes.
Then...
What?
We're probably going to want to rest at some point. I could use Blessing, but it seems like a bunch of just generic enemies, especially now that we have the Archer crew out and running around. Oh, did he get knocked over? He did.
Hey.
Interesting. That's not a big deal. Let's just knock over a ghoul. Are you just, like, down for the count? Wait, who's on the... Oh, he's on the ground. Why is he on the ground? Prone. Don't even know. Okay, well...
On your
Seeing
word.
as we're fighting undead, there's no reason why not to summon some of our own. There we go. We now have friends. Friends focus fire that thing. So I think that Revenant has knockdown abilities, and that's not pleasant. Yeah, no, there's not really a whole lot of reason for me to... Ooh, he is getting hammered.
What is it?
Waste any of my, like, long cooldown abilities here. Okay. So we've got a lot of stuff here. Let me guess, are these various epitaphs? Yeah. Ugh. It's going to take a long time. Why are you standing there? Is that like a tar trap? Interesting. Fatigue.
Yes.
Haven't really run into fatigue, or at least noticed I've run into it, but that actually makes quite the big difference here.
Can't stand much longer. What is it?
Well, now that we've triggered these things, I guess maybe just going through that area unopposed means almost nothing. Let's see. Bite marks on these bones appear to be the proper size for folk and elven teeth. Gouge marks and scratches line the edge of the lid. I feel like there's supposed to be some reason that I'm here. I'm trying to puzzle through it a little bit. Because it feels so odd to have, you know, this massive crypt thing in the middle of a castle. Apart from, like, loot and slight creepy reasons. Okay, so we're gonna blitz through here. You're gonna take that Revenant. You're gonna take this one. We do have some people that are fatigued, but that's not a high priority. But if I... Oh, hello. It's kind of short. Okay, so where are you? You're there. You need to get out of the way. You. Boulders. Damn it.
Lava will be on seek.
He's gonna miss it. Oh. Oh, I see.
What?
Okay. Let's switch you back to the staff just because suddenly things have gotten a little bit more complicated. And let's do some flaming hands, because no matter what, should be able to hit all those revenants. Yeah, ooh, wow, that does a lot of damage. Wow, that was convenient. That's coming back, isn't it? Fuck, run! Never mind. Okay, we're all good. You're all good. The Priestman's getting hammered a little bit, but I'm probably going to rest within a room or two. Everybody else is stuck here anyway, behind this human skeleton. There we go.
What?
You... probably going to want to heal yourself, come to think of it.
Longer.
There we go. Not much. I do kind of wish that the priest actually had, like, a true healing ability as opposed to, like, healing endurance. But then again, fatigue is going to become a problem along the way, because, well... being fatigued kind of sucks. Minus 10 to all defense is rough. Minus 20 accurate. Ooh. Wait, maybe I should camp anyway.
Where there's a pick, there's a way.
So, come to think of it, before we go anywhere, who has the highest mechanics? 1, 0, 1, 3. Okay, so apparently I'm going to need to power level the priest's mechanics. Alright, fine. That, you know what? Whatever. Whatever works, works. And seeing as this game does not actually have, like, class skills or anything like that, there's no real reason why not to. Oh, this is where we would come in if we went through the sewers. Well, you know what? Let's actually go through here. Might as well take a look. We were told to go this way anyway, so oh, never mind. Turns out we truly are doing nothing special. Oh, so okay. So going over the ramparts got us the robes so we could go through the priest area unimpeded. That said, it doesn't seem like there's really a whole lot of reason to do so one way or another. It's just kind of like, alright, you're here now. But yeah, we might as well clear this place out. Get whatever treasure I can. I should probably take off those priest robes, though, at this point. Wait, what? Oh, butts. I really wish the party would actually, like, move past and, you know, not just, I don't know. It's getting a little ridiculous. Let's see. Explosion. Stuns enemies. No.
Following your lead.
Doesn't do slash and shock. So let's just summon some... Never mind. Okay. So first and foremost, let's switch you back to your rod. And let's throw everybody's armor on. Oh, we're still considered in combat for just a second longer. There we go. Okay, so I've gotten some new armor along the way anyway. Let's see what we can do. So she had the fine hide armor. Let's go in here, check armor. Okay, so we've got, is that Brigandine probably? So let's think. We've got a lot of armor here. I wish you could, like, sort it or something properly. DR7, fine height. Oh, interesting. The scale armor is actually worse. Brigandine is pretty rough. What we want to do is have, I mean, high DR on the tanks, but I'd rather have high DR and low recovery speed, because recovery speed is apparently how fast they take actions. Which is interesting. I like that. But still. Okay, we'll toss you in the tough-looking armor. What are you even wearing? Saints War armor. Oh, right. Pierce-proofed and second chance. I feel like that's supposed to be his armor, but I don't really care right now. So this is Alof's armor. He's going to be cranky if I take his clothes away. Or at least, you know, his proper clothes. And you know what? Seeing as the other guys are in range, are set up for range, let's actually go back here. Armor. Light armor might not be a bad idea. Leather armor seems like a good balance. Maybe? I swear there were some better ones here. Because, like, the scale... the leather armor is what, DR6? It really is just kind of like a, well, pick your poison type situation. Okay, well, either way, might as well just throw him with this on. Because these robes are pretty worthless. Does actually seem to be giving us quite the boost. As far as, like, recovery speed. Which is nice, but still. And I could be wildly misunderstanding how... What the... Dude, why is that so large? I don't even know. It's like you equip it and it's just like 5 times the size of the character. Also, that is pretty good. Let's take that out. Fine warbow. I feel like some of these are pretty damn good, but I actually don't know. Stiletto, draining, damaging. It's pretty good, actually. Especially with the speed. We're not really using those. Okay, so, what do you have weapon-wise? You've got Yenwood, reliable, slaying, damaging 1. We're not really fighting a whole lot of spirits, are we? It's just a fine Morningstar, though. Let's give him the dagger for the time being. Right. I remember we were not we were, but I was debating the merits one way or another, and still don't actually know which one is better. Now let's take a look at this. Fine hunting bow, 12 to 19 versus deflection versus 6 to 24. Fine warbow it is. It's going to boost up our damage. I like the fact that there are actually unique models for each weapon. There's a lot of them. Oh, okay. He is... We need one more level. I'm trying to save my lockpicks at this point.
We'll fare better if we get some sleep.
Oh, I see. She got hit by a trap. Okay, doesn't actually look like there's anything else. And oh, geez. Yeah, let's take a campy doodle, because those guys are getting hella fatigued. I wasn't even paying attention, but they were in the red. Yeah, now that I see where that is, because I know they tried explaining it earlier, but it never properly said. grab everything. Well, that hurt a little.
Well?
He'll be fine.
Well?
Let's see. Oh, you know what? I didn't actually open this up. And we get some boots of stealth, which is almost completely worthless considering I don't really use it. Like some gloves of lockpicking if I could get that, but well, it's not a big deal. We're pretty much just churning through people left and right anyway, and I have a lot of camping supplies. There are a lot of traps here, so yeah, no, going over the
Hey.
going over the ramparts was the way to go. That said,
This thing isn't doing the job.
I'm gonna do this anyway.
Yes.
Mainly because... Can they even hit from there? I guess they can.
Of course.
I just want to see what we can do. What we can find. So we get a few bloody fingernails. There's Giaco. However, we do not have the lockpicking for it. Of course, Giaco is probably an ally.
I can do that.
We don't have any lockpicks left. And we don't... I'm gonna have to go back for him. I wonder if he, like, dies or anything like that. Don't even know. Oh, hey. Oh. There's traps aplenty in here.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Okay. So the court animancer has the key to this place, so he's probably in here.
Hey.
Let's bring these guys out. You,
Hi?
Alof, you're here. Scoot you over for a second. You've got some fun things to do. I believe you should be able to hit all of them. All but one of them. Good enough.
This thing isn't
Burning
doing
Hands
the job.
is so much fun. Seriously, so much fun. I gotta remember to use his, like, AoEs more often. Then again, usually we're fighting kind of brutal single targets. And I'm not used to being back to, like, regular fighting. Because at this point, we're fighting everything, like, very normally. Which I'm pretty happy about. So, let's take a look. Oh, hello. That's a not unfriendly revenant? Weird. I want to take a look at this. Tank is warm to the touch. The glass vibrates within the bubbling fluid inside. Blood and flecks of dried flesh encrust these restraints.
What is it?
Oh boy. Alright, so it looks like the Animancer is probably over there, so I'm going to avoid him just for a second. We've got all this other junk. Ooh.
A simple test.
No, I don't want to pick the lock. Because one more level and we'll be able to... I'm probably going to actually have to level up and then come back through here. Oddly enough. I do actually wish you'd level based on combat in this game. Then again, I just wish you'd level in general. I wonder if adventures give you experience. Oh, right, they're supposed to. Well, there's supposed to be an Animancer in here. Here he is. She is. A woman caught mid-step across the room, turns her head to face you. Long curls of black hair frame her face. One side is flecked with some green liquid. The gaze she sets upon you with holds an eerie intensity. More interruptions. The woman sets down a book she holds, smiling faintly. What an interesting time we've been having of late. So many uninvited guests. I suppose I have you to thank for all the damage to my work. It took time to get those people back on their feet, you know? Osira frowns. What are you doing here? Let's see. Let's actually be deceptive. I want to see. Seeing as it's an option. Alternatively, I remember these actually matter as far as the character is concerned. Let's just be honest here. So I've come to see Lord Raedric. Aren't we the bold one? You must be another of Kolsk's little rebels. Doesn't he recruit you? All out of the Black Hound? Ply you with drink? Ask you to ignore the consequences of your actions? No matter. What concerns me is the curse upon the Gilded Vale's people. I am on the cusp of a great discovery, and it's not Kolsk who undermines me. She eyes you. You might have chosen more powerful allies. Let's see. What caused Widewind's legacy? The superstitions of senile old men, I can tell you that. Not Ulsk. Osiris snorts. The legacy is an affliction of the soul, and I've dedicated my life, alongside my peers, to understanding the fabric of souls, the essence of life. With any luck, she'll hang on that tree alongside her peers too. Elos's voice is cold. I consider myself the foremost student of Pangram's famed theorems. It wasn't by chance I was called here to assist in determining the true cause of this blight. This curse is not a parting gift of the scattered god, nor any punishment for petty sins. It must be a localized effect, something which strips the soul from a body, as the BOX are known to do. Don't tell my town that. They might get real embarrassed about trying to have me hanged. I've detected, even so, lingering traces of essence upon the bodies of so-called Hollowborn. This suggests that the soul itself has not been wholly destroyed. It remains, I think, intact somewhere, and can be retrieved, sutured, if you will, back into its mortal flesh. Why haven't you been able to find a cure yet? It's that fool priest, Nedmar, the Baratheon. She sneers. That old man has woven a tidy little tapestry of lies and fables. Lord Raedric is a pious man, and Nedmar holds power over him, especially now, after this business with Ygritte, as if that Hollowborn child was my doing. In any case, my efforts are increasingly hobbled by ignorance. I think you'd have more luck countering these superstitions if your methods weren't so grim. Canna eyes one of the undead warily. The priestess focused Lord Raedric's attentions upon the ruins of the scattered god's temple. If it is consecrated anew, rededicated to Bareth, then the curse will be lifted. Asira rolls her eyes. Raedric believes him, of course. In any case, he has supplied a vast amount of gold towards the effort. You will note I am bereft of such generous support. She gestures to her lab with a sweep of her arm. I am left to scrounge for answers in these dismal conditions. Could I help somehow? Asira angles a curious look your way. An interesting proposal. I certainly can't leave you threatening Lord Raedric's life. How would I continue my research if you were gone? She frowns. Still, perhaps we need not be enemies. And if your true purpose is indeed, as Cole claims, to help the Gilded Vale, then we're of one mind, and you may be well of use to me. I stand at the very brink of a revelation, but Nedmar's interference has gone too far. What do you need me to do? I want you to deal with the High Priest, of course. With him gone, Raedric will have nobody to distract him. We can focus our efforts on resolving this crisis, and we'll have the resources to do so. Kill him, and in return, I will give you the means to speak with Raedric, a secret way, by which you can avoid the guards. Asira smiles crookedly. They're not as patient as I, you see, nor do they ask many questions before attacking. She raises a finger. All this with the condition that you do not harm Lord Raedric. I'll deal with Nedmar and return here. Excellent. How much easier things might be if such enlightened and brave individuals were commonplace. There are stairs up to the kitchens in the northwest corner of the dungeons. Follow those up further and you will reach the Baratheon priest's quarters. You will find Nedmar there, within his chambers. The old man hardly ever leaves these days. I would not take up arms against the paladins unless absolutely necessary. Discretion would carry you further.
What is it?
Okay, so we have an option now. Leave. Okay, cannot actually rob her. It's a shame, but still.
Wish.
So we can leave Raedric alone. Demote to Temple Chatry. Now here's the problem. We don't have... I'm just gonna go through the castle while I think about this. So personally, as far as like honor and justice and stuff, seeing as I'm kind of role-playing the good cleric character, it seems more worthwhile for me to kill, or not worthwhile, but more correct, to kill Raedric, considering Raedric is, well, mad with power. And clearly evil.
What is it?
I see guards running around in the background.
Dead on.
And they're yelling about intruders.
Bring them down!
Like, here's the thing. What if we just, you know, take out Raedric,
Yes.
and then figure out how to fund her anyway. Like, I don't see why Raedric's survival is necessarily... Oh, interesting. It's considered stealing if we loot these. I guess these are the people's stuff. I wonder. I could probably put on the guards' uniforms. Then again, we're making the most amount of money by, like, just running through murdering stuff. I really am curious if there's, like, alternate ways through this game that actually have, you know, like, different consequences. I assume there are many, but I'd like to see them in action first. And, like, I'm not sure what to think about them. Okay, good. The cell swords are not attacking my units. But it does look like just taking the frontal approach would have been perfectly viable. My party is very set up for combat here. But we're also getting the most amount of loot this way, which is my main priority here, because we need money. And we need it bad. Because the more I can get that... Okay, so we've got Spell Right, Spell Sword. Oh, deuces. The proper melee guys are actually in the back. Paladin of Bareth. Well, let's see how they fare against my army. Army. Okay. I'm still a little bit cranky about the... Okay, let's take out the Cell Sword. Still a little bit cranky that the,
Hi?
that the AI is not smart enough to, like, scoot past allies and stuff like that. Alright, well, whatever. I got plenty of fire if we can aim it properly. Never mind, Priest of Bareth is dead. Let's see about this Paladin. It's doing a fair amount of damage to our wolf. And they're pretty tough. But they're not necessarily tough enough to really be a worry. Like, actually, quite honestly, I can probably just go... Let's go upstairs and just raid the temple. Because, A, we get a lot of stuff for it. I'm probably going to want to go from the side of the parapets or something, just so we're not surrounded. But I should be able to just fight my way straight through, because we're actually getting, like, magical equipment, all sorts of other stuff.
Take care of it.
We've got... Oh, that's probably how you get to Raedric. And that door is locked. Weird. Like, I don't even get the option to interact with it. I wonder why.
I can do that.
Wow, what's with all these locked doors? Oh, well, I guess we'll just take alternate ways around. Take a look. We've also got, like, a... Oh, wait, no, that's probably on the other side of the gate to get over there. It's like, we've got a lot of rooms that we can't go into because I've not actually invested in mechanics on anybody. Which, in retrospect, kind of a bad move. There's really not much I can do about it right now. The joints are fringed with rust. The emblem on the breastplate is a tree with broad heart-shaped leaves. Alright. Got anything else here? Just a spell right. Alright. So, this must actually be the, like, main entryway. And that's, like, how we've gotten here. Because this is just the exit, isn't it? Oh, party. Okay. Spell swords aplenty. Let's go after the Paladin of Bareth.
Following your lead.
Might not be a bad idea. You're a guard. Maybe you should not have gone out here like this, but you know what? Little bit late for regrets. We'll figure it out. Okay. You're getting hammered. So you know what? Oh, you're right there. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're probably going to want to camp after this, seeing as we're probably going to take some damage here. Let's go with some basic buffs. Probably not going to want too much healing. See what else we got around here. Armor of Faith. Does that get everybody in the party? That does. Okay. Let's get everybody buffed up as hard as we can. And, yeah, no, we're going to need some healing, but that's okay. I don't even know who we specifically need to be healing. Who is this that we're even controlling right now? Priestman on the opposite side. Can you get... Oh, everybody with this one. Good. We're probably going to need that, because this is quite a mess. Okay, speaking of mess, that's someone's... Yeah, the Raedric's guards aren't going to be a problem.
What?
Let's get some more healing in here. Yep, no, that does actually hit everybody. Perfect. Okay, so now we've got this whole armor.
How may I help?
You. Let's toss some AoEs in here. Considering he's got them, and I don't use them enough for obvious reasons. Okay, next up, you're busy doing perfectly fine
Following
things.
your lead.
You've done your thing. Could go, yeah, let's go with another free AoE heal. Probably not a bad idea. Now, I want to heal. Do we have any good things here? Holy Power. Not a bad move. Oh. That Consecrated Circle actually seems like a good idea. Okay.
Yes.
So you, if you can, scoot over here and
To
he
get
goes
his head
down.
out
Damn
of
it.
books and into the fight.
Aye?
Yeah, unfortunately, with the way that I, with the way combat works, is the moment you get into like melee combat, or you're trying to leave melee combat, you're in trouble.
Thing isn't doing the job.
That's okay. Should be fine. So he went down, but it's not like going to ruin us or anything like that. He's getting walloped though, which I'm not happy about. Switch him over to the rapier. Actually, have him fight. Okay.
Well,
And I mean, we've already got these guys almost completely down, so I might as well just go full-on raiding party. The fact that I'm doing this backwards is actually kind of screwing me over just a little bit, but it's not too much. Okay.
following your lead.
Switch everybody back to their
On
respective
your
weapon
word.
sets for range, because I don't think I'm going to be surrounded again like that.
Hey,
Well,
So
I'm
these
here.
guys are good.
Well-
Probably going to want to camp soon, but for the time being, this works. That's a lot of money, too. Party! I really need to get the melee characters
What is
bonuses to movement speed, because they are
well.
slow. That said, this is way easier than fighting Drake, so I honestly I don't mind one way or another. Because this is like comically easy
as you wish.
in comparison to that business. We actually almost got them down. Come to look at that. Oh, well. But yeah, no, they don't sound the alarm. We don't... God, if the alarm got sounded, I'd be in a bad way.
We'll fare better.
But it doesn't look
Get
like they've
some
designed that. I was... Oh, shoot. We've got some fatigue going on here, don't we? Just those two, but it's light. Why are they the ones that are fatigued?
What is
I guess
it?
he went down, so that kind of makes sense. Air in the stable is heavy with bat dung. Weird. Wonder why. Now, this is just a courtyard. Is there actually anything here? Because we've got, like, that area over there, but I have no idea how to get there. Might not even be possible, given our current situation. There's, like, a dungeon. Oh, wait, what? Interesting, so that might be where that ladder goes. Where does this go? Temple Armory, lower ramparts. Oh, that's where that door goes. Okay. Well, to the armory, I guess. I'm at this point, I'm just running through, looting everything, and fighting everybody, because it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of variance, apart from, like, our final decision of what to do with Raedric. Oh,
I can
looks
do
like
that.
nope.
A
Looks like the
simple
armory
test.
is... Yeah, if I can get him to
Yes.
level up once. Let's take a look.
Following your lead.
No, it's not him, it's the priest. And...
Yes.
So we finished the next quest, where he should be able to level up mechanics. Yeah, no, if I'm going to play this game again, I'm definitely going to rethink a lot of my, like, leveling choices here, because I've definitely made some questionable decisions. Okay. So this time around, let's get violent. Because those paladins are supposed to be scary, but considering I've done a lot of extra side quests and just gone to extra places, we should be in a fine place for just rolling right through. Okay. Interesting. The acolytes don't necessarily attack us until the... oh, that is concerning. The acolytes don't attack us until the
aye?
high priests come along. That's interesting. They're painful, too. There we go. Unfortunately, there's, like, no taunt system in this game. I really wish there was actually, like, an active taunt.
Well?
Also, looks like we do not want to get into a prolonged fight against a large group of enemies. Which is entirely possible. Let's go rambling right in here. Go for the acolyte. Okay, at least some of the melee units are in. Where are you? Go. Okay, it's just priestess. As long as I'm not fighting, like, multiple paladins and, like, whatnots at the same time, I don't really have a whole lot of worries here.
Thing isn't doing the job.
But why are we even fighting these things? We can, like, passively go through and fighting things doesn't give us...
Watch out!
Oh, shoot. Well, that was weird. The fireball just, like, rolled straight past? I don't even know. Okay, so, the reason why we're doing this is we're looking for a key to go talk to the priest leader. Now, seeing as people are injured, let's rest. Which seems almost comical given the situation. Hello. Wait, what? Durand Scion has arrived, seeking employment. He was nearly set upon by brigands on the road, but your patrols intervened. Okay. No, that's not it. This? Barracks. How do I hire people? Weird.
What is it?
Okay, well, hopefully he sticks around or something for at least a little while. Now, let's get out here. Our formation is good, and we've got some paladins. I'm gonna wait for him to come to me, though, because if I know there's a paladin, like, up ahead around the corner.
Beyond sea.
Kitchen area is probably going to be the... Holy crap, that person did a lot of damage. Alright, fine. Should be okay. He is going for this guy, though. Let's go for a good old knockdown.
Curse your eyes!
There we go. And while he's knocked down, you're gonna back off. Because I'd rather that Temple Guardian focus fire on our main dude for just a second. There we go. Okay, because, yeah, our main character is pretty goddamn tanky given the situation. Also, that dagger is actually restoring his endurance as he fights. So, despite the fact that he doesn't look nearly as cool as he did earlier, he is pretty effective in combat. Okay, so we've cleared that out. Let's take a look at this room. We had, what, just a priest? That's a priestess? Does not look like a female character mod. Oh, no, it does have a bun. Okay, that makes sense. So the reason why we're, like, robbing this entire place, or trying to fight all these people, is we're looking for a key to open these doors, because I do not have the mechanics for it. And that usually means that there's a key or a hidden lever or a something that I can get. Unfortunately, it might not actually be the case. Okay, Paladin of Barrel. You. Go for him. Wow, that person did not live. I'm hoping we get a key somewhere along the way. Otherwise, we might actually be in a bit of a complicated situation. Just to, well, get anything useful? I don't even know. Who knows? I might have even shot myself in the foot here by just fighting all of these paladins and stuff. Honestly, don't know. One of them will probably have the key. Speaking of, not actually related to the key, let's actually use our abilities here, because I'm kind of lazy about using them.
Aye?
And there's no reason why not to, right?
Curses!
There we go.
What is it?
Those paladins are tough. Gotta give them credit for that. But boy, do they have a lot of armor that I can then drop. Okay, so we might not actually get a key from this. Wonder if you could break down doors in this game. I've yet to test that one. So let's see. I've already killed everybody in the temples, so that's right out.
Simple test.
Can I attack the door? Doesn't look like I can. So 5 mechanics. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get there either. Because yeah, we've got two whole zones we haven't been to. Go to the kitchens. Let's go back to the crypts. It looks like there's some extra stuff that we could do. Oh, we've also got these guys. Yeah, because we're looking for somebody that's going to give us access. But we've already killed the High Priest. And looted the extent of what we got here.
I'll take care of it.
Since I don't have enough lockpicks to get up. I might be able to go buy more, come to think of it, now that I've actually got some money. I hate wasting money on lockpicks and whatnot. Or really anything. Hate wasting money. So let's see, we've got this to the lower ramparts. Oh. We've also got a little bit of loot in here, so I might as well grab it. It is a bone. A vessel bone. Alright, fine. Let's head over here and see what I can do. Because, yeah, if I could obtain more lockpicks, that would be good. But really, I just want to level up. But there's, like, no side quests. I don't know. I feel like all RPGs need a slightly nice way of, like, leveling characters. Not like, oh, Captain of the Guard. Ooh, that might get us a key, actually. Okay, so you're on the left. Go for the cell sword.
Stand still.
You guys aren't super fatigued
How may I help?
but you've got a lot of casts. Let's speed this up. Captain of the Guard actually seems like he might be strong? Probably not. Either way, this Burning Hand spell is amazing at just, like, wrecking people.
Stand still.
And I've been meaning to use it a little bit more often. Okay.
Well,
So you're currently free. So you got some swords coming in fairly quickly. Okay. So Captain of the Guard is okay. Can I make him die faster? Those magic missiles really do not do a whole lot of damage, do they?
curses.
Well, Captain of the Guard will be done soon, and everybody else is pretty healthy. That archer is concerning, so you know what? You take the archer out. The wolf is totally fine. Okay. And let's just cycle through people. It does look like the archer is just going to do whatever he wants anyway. I wonder if there's like a penalty for shooting while in melee, because I know there's a penalty. Oh wait, no, it's while shooting into melee in D&D. I don't remember if there's a penalty for like shooting your bow while directly fighting somebody in Dungeons and Dragons. It has been quite a while since I looked into the archery rules in that game. Anyway, we get a lot here. So here's the question: we killed the Captain of the Guard. He gives us some fine scale armor, which is nice, but nothing else.
What is it?
Dang. I was really hoping for a key from this. Well, we've made it up here. Actually, there's some barrels. We might actually have an extra entrance that we can go somewhere else with. Because we definitely can't make it to Priest Man. So I think the side quest with the lady down below is probably right out. Don't know. Who knows, we might not actually have any connectivity here. Hello. Fine Warhammer. One-handed. Not great. And bottom of the stairs of the barrel are dark but dry. Whatever these barrels held leaked out long ago. Okay, so it looks like this entire area is meaningless as well. So we've done the armory, we've done the courtyard, ramparts, temple storage. So I am actually kind of stuck, aren't I? Unless I actually want to use some of these lockpicks. And even then, I don't have a whole lot. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to go see if I can get some lockpicks. So with that, I guess I will see you guys in the next episode of Pillars of Eternity. We'll see if we can finish this area, because I don't know how to unlock any of those secret doors and stuff. I mean, maybe it'd be a little bit... Oh, you know what? I know where to go. Maybe. I bet if I stealthed in that main chapel area, it would let me get through. Let's take a look at that. Come to think of it. Yep, nope, I don't see anything. So I guess I'm gonna have to go mess around and figure out how to get in there without wasting all my lockpicks or whatever. But I'm probably gonna have to do that anyway. Alright, well, like I was saying, see you guys next episode.